put this into perspective. He decided to reroll Mystic, and his ass is 600 gear score already. 600 gear score already. What's up?
Hold on. Let me message this man Coca real quick. Okay, what did Coca say I said exactly? What's the issue right now?
Basically, I just woke up to a message saying, like, some dudes from Yikes were trying to, like, I guess, harass Coca about me joining, and he said you, and he didn't tell me the other guy. And apparently, all Mace was involved, so I was just, you know, just seeing what was up because I haven't, I mean, talked to you since, like, Fogan's, so I didn't know why that would be an issue.
What? I don't even care about that shit. Okay. Did Coca take you out the goat or something? Is that what happened? So
no. He was just letting me know. Because like me and Joey B got into it, and I guess somebody else from Yikes had hit him up, and he
You
said
mean
that
all the people that are in Hurricane? Because you guys named a bunch of people from her. You said Joe XB. That's in Hurricane.
Yeah, Joey's in Hurricane, but he knew them from like Yikes. Like
yeah,
that's
because
how
they used to be in Yikes, but they're not Yikes.
Yeah, he specifically name dropped you, and that's why I was like, I'm gonna hit him up and see what's up.
So did he send you screenshots of people talking about you, or did he just this is word of mouth right now?
It's just word of mouth. But he said that he's like, if I want to talk to All Mace was there when you were supposedly like talking shit about me to Coca, saying he shouldn't have recruited me, all this stuff about being an officer. So.
And I'm trying to figure out when exactly I would have done this because I've been in and out of the hospital with my girlfriend for my daughter right now because I have 4 more months until my daughter comes. So I'm just kind of curious when exactly this would have happened because I don't give a shit about this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. And you talking about the whole streaming thing? Like, how many followers do you have on Twitch right now?
I mean, right now, like 800.
800?
But it's
and
just
do you have a partnership?
No, not yet.
So you're not making any money right now?
No.
Besides from donations. Right.
Yeah,
so
just donations.
What does that have to even do with me right now?
I mean, it's not about you per se, but it's about like me as a person. Like, if somebody name drops me, I want to find out what it's about. You know what I mean?
You know,
like,
you know what happens? Because I get name dropped a lot. And you know what I do? Because I see Coca in the fucking other discords where he just be talking shit for 24/7 about all his e-girls and whatever the fuck he be. I don't even know what the fuck he be talking about. I just don't give a shit because it's a video game. And half the people on this fucking game are probably 17 years old and don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with their lives. And I personally don't give a shit. Like, or 30, yeah, like I'm a grown ass man. I don't have time for that little petty shit. I don't, what the fuck? I have a kid on the way.
Yeah.
Why the fuck? Like, how old are you?
Me? I'm 26.
You're 26? Okay. So, I think you can understand the level I'm talking on right now because honestly, who cares at this point too?
Yeah. It's just like, put it in perspective, like, okay, so I've been talking to Vex and a few of the guys from Summit, basically like, you know, just trying to get a foothold for more stuff on Twitch, yada yada yada. Barcode's moving up. We've lost what, 1 siege in 3 months. So it's just me personally, like, if somebody is out there running their mouth about me, they could easily come do it on Twitch. So if it's something that I can avoid, like, I'm going to. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I'd rather find out person to person what's going on than just completely rely on somebody else telling me. I'd rather talk to whoever is supposedly involved in it, if that makes sense.
Not really, but okay.
I
just if you just knew like how much I don't care about the people on this game or this game at all, like I don't think we're on the same level right here talking honestly. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I ain't got no kids on the way, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like, I really don't give a shit.
I didn't even know Gray still played. I thought y'all both quit, honestly.
No, yeah, because he has a daughter that he also has to take care of. So, we honestly both don't really give a shit because we're just playing the game because it's a video game. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just like, I don't know how, I mean, I wasn't an officer very long in Yikes before all that shit ended, but I don't really know how political people get, but it's just like
It's not
sometimes...
political. I'm gonna let you know right now, being an officer doesn't even do anything. The only person
Bro,
that matters in the guild is the guild master. That's the most important role because they do everything. They control your payouts. They control who becomes an officer. Because all you can do as an officer is throw out decks, build a base, and do guild quests. You can't pay people. You can renew certain contracts if they aren't quartermasters or, you know, officers, clearly. But you literally do nothing as an officer. There's nothing benefiting you from being an officer at all.
Yeah.
Which I think there's a misconception that people have when they get the officer role, because you could literally play the game just fine in a guild, not being an officer. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah. Well,
unless you want to build bases, which I don't think anyone really likes building. I personally hate building bases.
It's fucking trash. It takes so
which is why I don't even I didn't even want to be an officer when I was in there. Cause I said I don't want to be an officer. There's no fucking point. You don't do anything. You can't kick people. You can't. You can recruit people, but the only person that can kick people out for doing shit is the GM. So the GM is the only person that matters in the guild.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want to do? What are you going to do with no people online? Who's going to start everything? Like, really? Think about it. I mean, seriously, like, that was the problem with, I mean...
Oh, that's not touching my mind. Like, if I want fights, I can just, like, I'm still sticking to that. Like, I don't need to have people in the guild to find fights. I can find fights pretty easily.
Yeah, but you can't do siege with 20 people.
I really don't care about even really doing
look
siege,
at Hurricane.
to
They
be
can't
honest.
even. They tried to do all that shit with Yikes, and they can't even. They're not even doing anything for real.
I'm not. You can go over there,
If you're
Gucci. I'm not going over
score.
with you. After that shit, actually, I'm still waiting for
score.
Coco to respond to me.
I mean, if you'd have to talk to Coca, like, just depends, you know. I mean, who are you? I'm sorry. You're nobody? Well, wait, Gucci owned? Yo, what up? Not sure. I mean, you could talk to Coca, or I mean, I could talk to Coca. It just, I mean, there's two things. He doesn't like guild hoppers, he doesn't like drama, and that's why I was like,
Could have fooled me.
Hit me with this.
Could have really fooled me.
Coco's OP. I mean, he might be a meme in world chat, but he does really help the people in his guild.
I don't talk to anyone in this fucking game.
But yeah. I mean, Coca might sometimes have a bad image of people, but those people, I feel like, also don't really know him. Like, until you're like in the guild, he's actually a pretty chill guy. He's just troll bait, but he's really good at the game, so I'll give him that. Like, we've got a really good guild here. Go but
Yeah, sure.
it just some kids, you know, they're salty about Coco. They think he's a PC reject, which is not exactly accurate. I think Coco's like 22, 23. Yeah, he's not a kid. But just because we had 3 retards gang up on us they capped us, and they were like, y'all always come to siege with allies. So you're like, bet, alright, well, no fucking allies next week. And then what happens? They roll up 3 deep on us. Put this into perspective. He decided to reroll Mystic, and his ass is 600 years far already, 600 years far already, 600 years far already. Like, his Mystic is retarded. Like, if you really want to progress knowledge in this game, like, Coco knows literally everything. I don't know what happened, but even before I left Yikes, like, Merklin messaged me and Ambu messaged me and said Yikes is being absorbed by Carnage. And then I was like, okay, that's cool, yeah. And then Ambu hits me up later and says, oh, well, y'all can go to Little Carnage. I was like, dude, fuck you. Like, that's just disrespect. Like, I'm out. And that's when I came to Barcode. Been here ever since. 600 years far already.